My hair hasn't really grown much. I feel like there's a lot more breakage. But we're gonna mark it. And like, I know I probably should have stretched out my hair, like pulled it down, but I really just want to do like what it looks like without me stretching. That was kind of the whole point. So again, I feel like this piece just has the most end protection. Or basically at the same exact length. So I'm not even sure if I should mark it or not. It's there, right? Oh. Should I mark it like there? So this is how much hair growth I have in 4 months. The months are a little bit misguiding, but this date was late January, which is why I put February, and then it's late May right now, so it was technically like January, February, March, April, May, like that. So that was some pretty decent growth. Now is the fun time where we try different experiments. The one thing that I definitely want to do is simply end protection. For those of you who are like unfamiliar with hair growth and everything, your hair does grow from your scalp, the roots. But if you have breakage, it'll make it seem like your hair does not grow at all, because no matter how much hair grows from the top of your head, it is constantly being broken off after a certain length. And I feel like that's what's happening to my hair. So I really want to implement some routines that will get my ends stronger. Of course, the older the hair is, which is always at the bottom, the more fragile it's going to be. I have very thin ends, and I know that, but for the sake of this experiment, we are not going to cut my hair until this is over. Trust me, I want to cut it, but I'm not going to. For starters, I did buy this hair mask ages ago. I just told myself I wasn't going to use it until I got to this point. And so now that we're finally at the end carrying method, I'm going to be able to use it. I cannot wait to see how it smells. And some other ideas that I have for split end care, or just end care in general. Of course, with masks, DIY masks like avocado, possibly egg whites and stuff like that. Mayonnaise for the protein, which we'll probably get into in other videos, like shorts or something, we'll see. I've thought about how I carry my bag. I do tend to use, excuse me, both, wow, this is what happens when I try to talk anytime after waking up. I do use both straps for my backpack, and I think, you know, of course the friction stuff wears on the ends, and then also when I get in my car, I'm sitting back on my ends, like I try to move it forward, but I feel like there's two main things that I have a hunch are like completely ruining my ends. Number one would be styling products, which I'm really hoping is just false, but I think it has to do with my ends being brittle, because styling products make the hair very stiff. I just feel like hair that has the elasticity, the freedom to move, there's gonna be less breakage. I could be wrong, but hopefully there's some research out there that I can look into regarding this theory. And then secondly would be my high buns. I do my high buns this way. I used to do it this way, but I found out that that way is like the cute messy bun. But I just feel like all that friction where the bun or the band wraps around my hair is breaking off my hair, especially when I put it up when I go running. So yeah, that'll be another thing. And then I thought about doing like deep conditioning and stuff like that. So yeah, if I'm right about the styling products, that'll probably just mean that I won't be wearing styling products for the entire next 4 months. It's, you know, I live in a very humid state, so that's gonna be awful. I tore this open. It's like the perfect yin and yang. It does smell good. It's like a subtle vanilla pudding smell. Yeah, so it's got a pretty nice consistency. It's very smooth. The smell is really lovely though. Like, I would just wear this in my hair. If this could be a perfume, like, I would wear it. But I believe with this, you do have to, yeah. So it says to use after shampooing. It's not a conditioner. Towel dry my hair until it's no longer dripping. I will be t-shirt drying. Apply an appropriate amount of collagen, avoiding the scalp. Leave it on for 10 to 20 minutes. Allow absorption, then rinse thoroughly with clean water. So yeah, this will definitely be for the next hair wash. I probably am just going to skip out on styling my hair. Regardless of how I'll look, I'm just very curious and would like to see if there's any progress with this. So we will not be doing any sort of, you know, like oiling, scalp massaging, nor like hair growth treatments to the scalp just yet. We're focusing solely on ends for the next 4 months. And like originally I believe this was supposed to be 2 months, but for whatever reason I made it 4, and like now it won't be done till sometime probably like next year, 2 years. So